Check once where the bros are here. Talking soccer, sipping root beer. From the stands to the pitch to your ears tonight. They break it down, no fluff, no gloss. Goals and misses, they count the cost. Laugh aloud while they analyze the fight. RSL bros, they're running the show. Kicking it live where the fans all go. From the mountains high to the valley low. RSL bros, they're in the know.
RSL Nation! Welcome back.
Hello. We back.
Hello. I'm feeling kind of blah, not gonna lie. Sunday's game left me with a lot of different tastes in my mouth. I don't know about you guys.
That's a word for it.
That's a way to describe it.
That's a way to describe it.
Yeah. But slight side note, I actually am pretty happy that one of my favorite tournaments actually started up again today. Copa Libertadores. The knockout rounds are... Is it knockout rounds? See, as much as I love it, I totally forgot what kind of round we're in.
I knew it was
I'm
going
not
on.
a
Real fan.
Yeah, no, stop it. It is a knockout round. So anyways, Copa Libertadores is back on, and I'm excited because that's pretty exciting soccer. So,
it is exciting. It's good.
This is how it's gonna go today, guys. Because of I think there's a lot of thoughts going around after this Red Bulls game, team wise, league wise, referee wise. We're gonna try to hit it all. Literally, we're gonna try to hit it all. So we'll talk about that game. We're gonna talk about where RSL stands, what is needed, what's gonna happen. How many games do we have remaining? 9 games.
Nine.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what we need in order to get to the playoffs, basically. And then we're going to break down what we know about the Charlotte game, what we hope to see for the Charlotte game. And then last but not least, as always, your guys' favorite time, Instagram questions. IG questions. So
real quick, before we jump into all this, I want to give a shout out to Kaye. Their awesome court that just opened up over the weekend up at the Avenues. So if you guys haven't already, head up to the Avenues, another street ball court. That's their 7th one they have open around. So
where's the Draper one?
I know, right? What
I'm waiting for the Lehigh one.
No, but if you guys love street soccer, if you love being outdoors, head up to the Avenues, head up to all the courts that Kaye has. It's a good time.
Yeah, we should probably help people out, figure out where all those courts are. So maybe at some point Marcos will post them somewhere. Yes, shout out to Kai. Always growing the game, free the game. There we go. Let's dive into this because I know we all have maybe the same thoughts on a lot of things, but I hope that we can maybe banter a little bit because there were some conflicting opinions being thrown out on social media, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. So, Marcos, I'm going to ask you what your first thoughts were on the game. Give me everything that you're thinking of.
Queretaro?
Oh, you're thinking Queretaro? Sure. What about Queretaro?
That was the most exciting thing about it. First half, we scored. Ojeda doing Ojeda things first half, and then second half, it was very, very, very vanilla. It was so boring. Christian and I, we were trying to poke each other to stay awake.
Christian's still asleep from the Querétaro game. No, dead serious. That was absolutely ridiculous. And we're not even going to talk much about it or anything about it because that's how boring it was. Unless you guys have any comments.
You could tell from both sides that they wanted to be done with this tournament. The Querétaro was done after their first game, but RSL, they were mentally clocked out.
They played like a team that found out right before they stepped on field that they were eliminated.
But I find it kind of dumb to play games like that. Like, why not try to get some mojo going? Like, we're playing on Sunday. Why not try to play the best we can with whoever we have? I mean, if you want to sub out your starters, if you want to put in some new blood, put them in early and let's try to get some game flow going. I mean, when Gozo went in, when did he go in? Like the 80th minute or something like that? Finally, like there were like some sparks. Cruz had his debut and and brought more than Willie. Let's be real here. I think he brought more than Willie. Um, I I, I wish we would have put Cruz in a better situation because
Yeah,
we did not put him in a good situation at all whatsoever.
either game.
Either game. So with that, Margos, give me your thoughts on the New York game, and I'm gonna go right to Christian. Actually, Christian, just go right after he's done because this is ridiculous.
Well, RSL started fast. We started guns a blazing. Gozo does Gozo things. He was fast, and extra fast. And I was optimistic. We see that first fast goal 3 minutes in, and I was like, okay, we might have a shot. But then it just felt like after that, the rest of the first half, RSL just kind of stopped playing soccer. We were just like, okay, we want to go forward. No, let's go back all the way back to our defense, back to Glad, back to Cabral. And yes, you can blame that. You can blame the field, first of all. That field, oh my gosh, probably easily the worst pitch I've ever seen ever compared to high school, college, you name it. That was horrendously bad. Yes, they had a bunch of Leagues Cup. They had a concert a couple of nights before, but that was unacceptable. But RSL in general, they did not show any passion that I saw from them the whole 90 minutes. Not, not at all.
Hmm. Christian,
I saw, for lack of a better term, I saw a team that was pissed. They were
and no,
just
but
angry
normally,
about it.
but normally when you're pissed, you like want to play with something, some kind of
But
umph.
they didn't play with aggression. I don't know if they're, and this is speculation. I wonder, thinking about it right now, I wonder if something had been said in the locker room or something right beforehand because Luna did not tolerate any trash talk, which led to his demise on field.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, just something was off.
Yeah, it definitely felt like I was fine the first 5 minutes. I think even up to until the 10th minute, I think we still were doing just normal RSL things. In fact, it wasn't even surprising to me that we were on the front foot. I was thinking, great, we're riding July's momentum right into August. This is good. I felt good. I mean, seeing you guys nod your head, you guys are probably thinking the same thing. I felt good.
Hmm.
Third minute. Granted, it was a breakaway. It wasn't like we developed the goal by doing a succession of passing and possessing. It was literally a ball cleared up to Luna. Luna
Hmm.
turns, through ball to Willie. Willie passes over to Gozo, and Gozo luckily megged the keeper.
And
That was not a good hit, by the way.
well, like every typical RSL game, what I've learned going back from like that Vancouver game back at home where we're up 2-0, and every RSL game where we have that early lead, it's a long game. 90 plus minutes. And by about the 10th minute, I was like, no, I can't get excited this early because we saw at that point New York was getting chances. Yes, Forsberg, he was missing wanky shots where he was way wide, or Choupo-Moting he wasn't feeling it early, but it was just those misses that New York needed to get that momentum flowing later.
Wanky is a really good adjective for those shots. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. I know, it's just, I just, something was just off. And honestly, I want to rag on the Red Bulls for a bit
Do it.
because honestly, they should be embarrassed as an organization. Ratty Soccer, Tim Parker, what a piece of junk. I don't know how he didn't get a card. Come at me, Ginger. Let's go.
Bro, he's been a piece of junk since New England, since St.
Like
Louis. I mean,
I just, I just, I don't understand how, honestly, a storied organization, like, besides RSL, because I obviously want RSL to win the league every single year. The Red Bulls is like the one organization. I'm like, they need a title. They need an MLS Cup. But just the way this team played, it was dirty. It was bad. It was aggressive for no reason. And I don't know if it's the New Jersey attitude that, oh, we're New York Red Bulls, but we actually play New Jersey. And they just get that organization should be embarrassed. Just hands down. Like RSL didn't play its best game, but a lot of it, I think they lost the mental game to the Red Bulls, but the Red Bulls played dirty. They were not sportsmanlike. And that was beneath that club, beneath the club that Thierry Henry left.
And and today on Pablo was with Spence on ESPN 700, and that's exactly what Pablo said. The way that New York was playing, it was taking RSL's mojo, that flow that we normally see RSL in that deep attack, wanting to do crosses on the side. New York took that right out of RSL.
Now it's interesting that you guys mentioned that because, or maybe I wasn't paying enough attention to the game because I didn't feel that they were playing dirty. And if you look at the foul count, we're only looking at 15 fouls the whole entire game, and that's what kind of I mean, it's like a red flag to me. I'm like, you guys mentioned that, but I only see 15 fouls on the sheet. I
We
know.
gotta talk about the refereeing.
Let's get into it now. Now let's get into it. So listen to this. He set a precedence early that he wasn't going to be calling a lot of things. He was going to let play go. Um, that has never favored RSL in any of our history with under
True.
any coach. We are not a super aggressive team, unless you have Kyle Beckerman, and even then he didn't have super aggressive moments. But letting the game flow that way is not to RSL's advantage, which is what we saw after the 10th minute. That's when Red Bulls kicked in, and that's when I think that's what you're leaning towards is that's when the play started getting a little dirty, more aggressive, and that's when RSL was just taken out of their mojo. They couldn't play their style because maybe one fear of getting hit, getting fouled. I mean, it's no fun getting fouled. Two, when they're that aggressive, you tend to play more conservative, which probably explains the fact that we had what did I put 74% of our passes were in our own end or something like that. And so I can see your guys' point. The referee letting a lot of this go in the first half set a precedence, and maybe that's why we didn't play up to what we expected the past month.
And I don't mind a ref that allows play to happen. I think good refs allow play to occur, but it was the lack of control that the ref had over the game that I think is frustrating as a fan to watch. The fact that, there were cheeky body checks and the the grabbing and the holding and things that just weren't called. And, talking about the Luna red card, which I think they'll appeal and hopefully get overturned, but we'll see. Um, yes, a lot of it was on Luna. Luna has a bit of a temper. We all know that. Deservedly, we kind of need someone with a bit of a temper playing devil's advocate there. But
I would prefer it not be him.
My
Yeah,
thing is,
I agree.
we already have too many of those because we have Vera, we have Alex. We don't need another player like that because, well, I guess we'll jump right into Luna's red card because he knew prior to this game that he was on yellow card accumulation. So I think Pablo and his staff should have had a firm talking to him, be like, "Hey, one more, you're out for the Charlotte game. So buckle up and be grounded and be smart about this." But
So I guess that maybe that brings up a question because his first yellow card, which gets him suspended on yellow card accumulation, comes
Mhm.
in the 83rd minute.
was
Bill-
the little jostle with Tim Parker because Tim
But
Parker.
but listen to this. We only made two subs in the 64th minute. Why did we not, knowing that Luna was on yellow card warning, knowing that the game was getting heated, because the tussle with Tim Parker wasn't Cruz in the middle of it too, and I thought it was like right after he had come on too. It was like a couple minutes after. So if we're looking already at the 70th minute, the temperature already rising, why not take Luna out and be like, yo, we need you for the Charlotte game. We can put on Dom. We can put on Johnny. We can do something like that. We just need you for next game.
That's kind of where I'm surprised because we see New York did 5 subs. We only did 3 in the whole entire game. And using 5 would have helped immensely for us.
I think we were tied 1-1 at that point, and we were looking for that dagger against him, which ultimately backfired.
I think, and I right now we're like zigzagging through all topics right now, but I think to maybe the point of keeping Luna in, I think we need to stop heavily relying on just Luna to be the hero. I think he's burnt out being the hero. It's not saying that he's not one of our best players on our team. He is. Just constantly relying on him and putting him under so much pressure, I think is actually breaking him right now.
I feel like in Luna's perspective, I feel like he feels like he needs to go because that's what got him to this point with the U.S. men's national team, to the All-Star game, to be the face of RSL. He feels like if he were to slow down right now, he's not going to get looked at by Pochettino. He's going to kind of not be able to help the team as much as where he needs to at this point.
Which is kind of counterintuitive because I think he's already solidified a place with Pochettino. And a lot of people are like, Luna, since he came back from the U.S. men's national team, hasn't been as good. I disagree with fans on that aspect. There's a lot of, but he's been better in a lot of aspects and about the same in other things, I think.
What would you say what would you say he's been better at?
I think he's actually been better on the ball, passing to his teammates, creating chances. And his leadership has been better on the field. I think he's actually, if anything, has gotten more scrappy since he's returned from the U.S. Men's national team. And I think his passion for the club has increased.
Now, do you say leadership in terms of like he's leading by example, he's communicating, like what shows leadership quality right now? Because for me, I would actually exchange your leadership word for he's a better communicator right now.
I mean, communication is one of the big things, and since Rafa's been captain, if a foul is going on the other side of the field and Rafa can't be there, Luna's right in there, and he's talking, and he's making case for his teammates, and he's controlling those conversations, and he's standing up for his teammates as well, which is something we didn't see before the U.S. men's national team, because I think his time with Pochettino broke his diva mode. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It gave us a scrappier version, which I like. It still needs to be refined, but I like it better.
These past few games, the San Jose game, this game, and the New York game, we're still seeing very much of a diva. I'm a little bit better than you ish, which I'm hoping this game that he's going to sit out. We'll get into it obviously in a little bit. This Charlotte game, that is going to give him that mental break to shut off soccer, focus on family, and kind of just cool off.
I would kind of disagree. I disagree just slightly. I don't want him to like turn it off.
Right.
Because we're in go mode right now. And this is his full-time job.
For sure.
But like I had mentioned, I think he's gotten to the point of this past month and a half. We'll say 2 months since June. He's had so much spotlight on him that at 21 years old, being in the MLS, that's a lot. We can't compare him to Messi, who had the whole world had their eyes on Messi when he was 21 years old. But this amount of pressure is definitely a lot for a 21-year-old.
Yeah, and in Pablo's interview today, he was saying the pressure that Diego's feeling every single away game, even some home games, Luna's having 100, 200 little kids that are wanting his autograph, even some waiting for them outside the hotel. None of them are waiting for other RSL players, only Luna. And Pablo sees that on Diego when he comes onto the pitch, all this pressure that he's seen from all these little kids that are wanting his attention.
Yeah. Let's shift back to the referee. Because that's what brought up all this whole topic. The referee, and let's talk about a couple of the calls. The two PKs. Let's talk about the red card. First PK, the one that Rafa blocked. Your guys' thoughts on Vera's foul? Foul or no foul?
Foul.
Val.
Okay.
I'm not sure why you would want to do a Panenka against Cabral. Like,
He wasn't going to make that same mistake twice, and he didn't. But yeah, suck it.
Also, that was pretty ballsy of him. Well, ballsy for the kicker, ballsy for him to stand there too. I wonder if he knew. But let's go into this red card that everyone is hotly talking about. So and I want to get your guys' thoughts on maybe VAR a little bit. But we get to Luna gets fouled from our point of view, gets fouled, gets headlocked, thrown down, tackled, whatever you want to call it. They looked like he was going to do like a scrum. And Luna gets the second yellow and red. Now, a couple of things that everyone's pointing out. One, the AR, when he put up his flag to signal foul, did you guys notice which hand it was in?
it was in the left hand.
Left hand. And at that level, you usually try to take your time to put the flag up in the hand of which way you're going to point. So if it's in his left hand, he was flagging a foul going out, and it was going to be for RSL, which means that the Diego's yellow card probably shouldn't have happened. But to a lot of people's point, it almost seemed like the center referee was already decided on what was happening, and probably from his angle, he probably saw Diego with the push, and then the push led to the Red Bulls guy falling, and then headlock, whatever. Now, I don't know how you guys want to express your guys' opinion on this, but we then see a free kick taken. And then after that free kick is taken, it's a goal kick. At the goal kick, they review VAR and they get a red card for the situation that happened in the previous dead ball. For those of you that don't know, that is normally against protocol. Like it's clean slate. We don't go back and review previous plays. When that happened, my mind was blown. I was like, this guy has to fail his assessment. He has to. A mistake that big, that is an egregious offense on an assessment. So, there's a couple of questions being asked on social media. One, are MLS referees good enough? Two, should VAR still be around? I think those are the two major ones. So give me your guys' thoughts on those.
Depends on the MLS ref. It depends. I can't blanket statement because we have some fantastic referees in this league. We have some fantastic referees, and they should get every accolade for being how good that they are. We obviously have some ones that are not up to par.
Yeah.
And should VAR exist? Yes. I do think VAR should exist. I am a fan of VAR, but it's only useful if they're listened to. It's very clear with that call that VAR was like, hey, no, go look at the play. Like, no. Like, he was adamant. Yeah. And if you're, what's the point of having VAR if you're not going to listen to him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I guess I don't want to spend too much time on this because I really don't think the referee was actually the full culprit of this game. But no, there are bad referees in every league and in every sport. We can't just dog on MLS refs. As much as everyone loves to, you're going to dog on every referee in every league, in every sport.
And I guess with that point, us RSL fans, we need to stop getting in that mindset. The refs hate us. The refs are calling everything against. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's unfortunate that these calls don't go our way. Sometimes these red cards, these VARs, but It's just our players making dumb decisions at the wrong times.
Yeah.
But that begs the question, everything that happened in the next play with Justin Glad.
Bro, that's again, we could probably spend another 15 minutes on this one because that one,
Well,
there are two things they're reviewing.
Well, I've watched the replay so many countless times, and in my opinion, I see handball first prior to PK.
Well, here's the thing, though. It sounds like they discarded handball. I'm assuming they discarded handball because it wasn't clear and obvious. As much as people are going to say, well, you see his arm right there and you see the ball right here, you're seeing it from the backside. So you can't say 100%. It could be touching his shoulder right here in front, which is legal.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you can even go a little bit down the deltoid, and it's still legal. That's the issue. So if it's right here, they're not gonna. It's not clear and obvious. So then that's why it was a review of the offside. The offside was clear, and therefore there's no other offense. The next offense was the foul in the penalty area. So, I do want to make a couple more points on this Red Bull games before we move on because again we could be here for a lot longer. One, we only had 7 shots the entire game. Blame the field conditions if you want.
That was Marcos, not me.
Blame the referee if you want as well. But guys, when we only have 7 shots the entire game, with
3.7 xG for Red Bulls, a 1.1 for us, like that's pitiful. That's pitiful.
Guys, I understand pitch conditions suck, but pitch conditions don't dictate pressure, high pressure that Christian always talks about that he loves, the high pressure. Field condition does not affect that. You can still do a high press. We can still recover the ball. Bro, how do we score our first goal? Running.
High pressure.
I mean, that's what I don't get. We had how many passes? We had 328 accurate passes. All right,
compared to what? There's 416.
Yeah, I mean they had almost 100 more passes. But again, like I had mentioned, 233 of those were in our own half. It's like the 3 people with the most touches on our team were Justin. Let's see, go by team. It was Justin, Hafa, and Brian Vera. Respectively, 59 touches or 59 passes for Justin, 36 for Hafa, and 33 for Brian.
Jeez. We're playing way too back. So many times we're going all the way back.
And again, we can get into more, but I've been seeing now more comments about certain players, and I don't want to get into certain player talk because I know there's some people from the team that listen, but there's just some players that are starting to disappoint the fan base, and we're like, guys, let's just play with some kind of passion, please, because right now this is all the fan base is wanting is just effort. Like this game, and together with the Queretaro game, they were the same pace. It was just slow and uninspiring.
I think last thing on this Red Bull game, and then we'll wrap it up on this one. The substitutions in my mind didn't make any sense. Taking out Emeka, bringing on Johnny in the 101st minute, which it was, made no sense at all. It's like, what is Johnny gonna do this late in the match? No,
hey, he can score in 30 seconds. Come on,
it should have been like a 75th, 80 minute sub at that point for Johnny.
I didn't hear any explanation for the 100th minute sub, but it absolutely it felt kind of embarrassing to do a 100th minute sub while you're losing. So either it was because of injury, exhaustion, I don't know. That's me trying to give the benefit of the doubt. But guys, this loss hurts on so many levels. Because of the following. We after this weekend's all of the weekend's games were done, the probability stats were updated for RSL making postseason. And guys, it does not look good. Marcos,
Colorado beating Minnesota was a huge, huge blow to us. That did not help at all. So as you guys saw, we posted the probability as of right now with 9 matches left for RSL. And for a 2 seed, 2% chance. For a 6 seed, 6% chance. 7 seed, 10%. 8 seed, 14% chance. 9 seed, 17% chance. And then to not make the playoffs, a 50% chance. Yes, there's 9 games. Yes, it's a lot of season left. But the way that RSL is playing, you look at the teams we have left on the schedule, it's scary. It's a scary, scary route left.
yeah. So to talk about how important these last games are, if we can beat Charlotte this next weekend, and I'm kind of merging, but I'm staying with the probabilities. If we can beat Charlotte this week, this is how important it is. We go from 50% probability of getting 10th or basically out of the playoffs. It goes down to 31%, and 8th and ninth place probabilities go up to 18% each. So, basically, if we can win, in fact, there's a table here. Where is it? What if? Here's the percentage of probability if we can win certain amount of games out of the 9. Um, basically, it's this: if we win 0 of the next 9, obviously 100% we're out. 1 of the next 9, it's 99% probability. 2 of the 9, 99%. 3 of the 9, 85. 4 of the 9, so if we only win 4, okay, 12 points, it drops down to 30% chance that we're out. Okay? Once it gets to 5, if we can win 5 of the 9, if we get 15 points, that number drops to 2% likely that we'll miss the playoffs.
So 5
That's
is magic.
doable.
5 is the magic number.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. So that's as of right now. This is also barring we need help from a lot of people because
We
even
have Colorado, San Jose above us,
and Austin.
and Austin.
So those 3 are the ones that we need to really watch for every week from now on. And if I looked at it right, we have the advantage over San Jose and Colorado with a game in hand.
And Austin.
No, Austin has a game in hand on us.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So Colorado, San Jose, we have a game in hand. That's going to help us a lot because right now we're only 1 point behind San Jose, 2 points behind Colorado. Basically, it's this, guys.
It's a tight race.
We're looking at the highest we can get is maybe 7th, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
But most likely it's going to be 8th, 9th. So let's take a look real quick at the last 9 games for RSL. Okay. Just humor me. Okay. All right. So we have how many away games? We have 4 away games.
4 away, 5 home.
Okay. 4 away, 5 home with a doubleheader against LAFC. That sucks balls. Guys, that absolutely sucks. All right. So, how many
on the plus side, I was just looking out of the 9 games that we have, 2 of them are not in contention for the playoffs.
Already?
KC and St. Louis.
Oh yeah. Which, quote unquote, winnable games. Let's chalk it up to winnable games. All right, that'll be two of them. So we have 2. We need at
3
least
more.
Yeah, we need 3 more. 2 more if we want to like scrape and hope to bejesus that we get help from anyone else. But if you can find 3 more probable wins, I mean, let's go from bottom to the top. So we already said St. Louis. Is Colorado winnable?
I think so.
At home, we need to win. I think that's going to be
Especially since they don't have Mihailovic anymore.
and we need to score more than them for Rocky Mountain Cup. So I think that one's going to be intense. So there's another one. So St. Louis, Colorado, Austin at home. I think we can do it.
That could be.
Yeah.
That could be.
Now, doubleheader against LAFC. Wednesday, Sunday.
No, I don't. I don't think that's happening. Nope.
But
Wow, Mr. Pessimist.
gee whiz. Like, but
Do
can we
you did you pessimist in your pants too?
seriously?
It hurt. It hurt. It stung. It stung.
But can we get points?
That should yes.
I think we can get at least one on one of them.
Yeah, okay.
Agreed.
One draw and then a loss.
All right. Then we have the next our next 3 games. I swear to you, might be one of the hardest ones, only because of where all the teams stand right now. Charlotte is hot right now.
Yes, they are.
Minnesota is a thorn in our side, and then Seattle.
Yeah.
In Seattle.
If we're gonna at least get above 5,
like how many points do we have? We have 31 points right now, right?
correct.
Guys, if we get 5 wins,
That's 46 points.
I'm
You called it. You called it. You said 46.
So we get the magic 46.
Dun 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 dun.
Just know, guys, this is gonna be uphill. But
Here's my. We'll talk about it come next month. But I think winner of the Rocky Mountain Cup this year is gonna probably get one of those wild card spots.
That's honestly probably the best prediction you've had.
Yeah.
that's probably like spot on. I don't know if I should trust it since you're in last place on the prediction timetable, but
He's not off by much.
I already forgot what was the score?
Christian 29, Allen 27, Marcos 25.
Yeah. All right. So there you guys go. There's a chance, in the words of Lloyd Christmas. There is a chance. So, let's go into the Charlotte game, because the Charlotte game, again, this is a step into what we need in order to get to the playoffs. So, Christian, do you have any thoughts on either the RSL side or the Charlotte side for this game? Who do you want to see play? What strategy do you want to see happen, done?
So, I mean, we're so hopeful for Victor Olantuji for this game, making his debut. This is going to be the second time in RSL history that we've played Charlotte. We have played them once before. We played them for the first time 2 years ago at home, and we kicked the crap out of them, 3-1.
Oh,
Yes.
I wish I remembered that game. Guess it must have been a forgettable game.
I mean, we won 3-1. For Charlotte, I'm hoping Drake Calendar starts.
I mean, seeing as he just arrived there this morning.
Overrated.
Seriously.
But I mean, obviously the big name for them is going to be Tim Ream, but I'm obviously scared of Zaha.
Who isn't?
Zaha.
Like
He loves himself.
EPL experience. The dude is fast. He's lethal. They're coming off a huge win on the road in Cincy, 1-0, and that's not an easy place to get a victory at all. So,
what happened to Pep Biel?
Pep Biel, he is out
Hamstring
with
injury.
hamstring injury.
So we have some injuries that do work in our favor.
That one, like 1000%, works in our favor. He had a 21 goal assist combo.
Yeah. So that's a humongous blow for them. So right now they have Zaha, who has to step up big time right now.
And if we can shut down Zaha, we can have control of the game.
Yes. Now, they seem to get into some discipline issues as well. Zaha and Westwood tend to get they lead the team with yellow cards. They have 6 each on the season. So, lol. So I think if we can get both of them into trouble early, so Westwood runs their midfield, Zaha runs up top. If we can get them in trouble early, I mean, heck, if Vera can get into Zaha's pocket and just piss the living crap out of them. If Ojeda and Anelli can run the midfield like we want it, and stop Westwood, I think they're gonna get frustrated. And really, shut those two down. We have a chance.
Now, here's a question for you guys. Let's say hypothetically Olatunji is not cleared for Saturday, and then obviously we'll see Cruz most likely get a start. Do you do a Cruz Willie or a Cruz Piol?
Neither.
Cruz Gozo.
Cruz Gozo.
And
Cruz
then
Gozo, Diogo.
no, because Luna's gonna be out.
That's true. So let's play a little round of who fills in for Luna.
Because I was thinking hypothetically we throw Gozo on that left, Diogo on the right.
Keep Diogo on the left.
Yeah, Diogo on the left, Gozo in the middle, and then that would be Dominic on the right.
Dom or Johnny.
You wouldn't want to do two defensive mids.
We have to do two defensive. That's what we're doing it still. I mean, in the 4-4-2, technically we're playing a 4-2-2-2.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, I think the biggest question I think is going to be right wing, because I think if we're going to play the 4-4-2, it has to be, to Christian's point, Gozo and Cruz up top. And let's really hope that Cruz starts, because Agata, my friends, I mean, great guy. He is
He is such a nice guy.
I
love
want
him
him.
to death.
I want him in my family. He's that kind of a guy. He's like
the dude lives off of chicken and rice. So chicken and rice is what the man eats all the time.
I love that.
No, but from the sounds of Pablo today on the interview, it sounds like it's 99.9% sure that it is going to be Cruz for Saturday. So
okay. So Cruz Gozo up top. I honestly think, and I think we'll get a lot of positivity from the fans. I really think Johnny needs to start this game. We need some solidity on that right wing.
Okay.
And then sub him out in the 60th minute for Dom. Bring in Dom. Bring in.
I'd be
Legs.
okay with that.
not opposed. I'm not opposed.
Bring in Peel. I wonder how fit Cruz is, if he's 90 or if he's like 75, 70. But I think Peel makes an appearance in the second half.
I think it all depends on if Victor's visa clears. Because if Victor's visa clears, then I would swap out Cruz for Olatunji.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling that his visa is going to be cleared.
Now, knowing that Charlotte does have a turf field, does that change anything for you guys at all?
Scares me a little bit. That's about it.
It's
gonna be a fast and bouncy ball.
Yeah.
If I were Pablo Ruiz, I'd be scared.
Would you still start Sam on that left or throw Alex?
Oh, that's probably another debate. Do we make any changes on the defensive end?
Because Sam has been doing a good job, we've seen.
I would keep Sam in.
I wouldn't. I need Alex.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind, maybe some might call me crazy. Wouldn't mind taking out Vera and putting in Sam in the middle.
Okay, I'd be down for that.
Though, guys, again, no offense. Guy's been at RSL his whole career, but we got to find a replacement for Glad at this point. I don't feel like he's doing us any favors on the offensive end. This last game against the Red Bulls, we just killed it. Like we had chances where we were going to go up the wing, and then boom, it just comes right back. You're like,
yeah,
no. You're like, you had space.
Yeah. No, a backline that I would love to see is Alex, Vera, Sam, and then obviously Kaliskin, but that doesn't work because Sam plays on the same side as Vera, so it's like, meh. Oh well.
PQ? Are we willing to do that?
No.
No. I know. I just wish there was some kind of formation that would work for us.
Three back.
No. That's
too risky. And you know what the frustrating thing is that honestly, Glad's defensive work has been good. I think you're right. I think the most frustrating part of his play is the offensive side because his defense has been solid this season. It really has. He's done a good job on the defensive side.
Like I don't need a Dan Marino. I don't need a John Elway. I don't need a Tom Brady just to sit back and just like wait. Like, let's analyze this. No, I need forward movement. Let's go. We don't score goals by analyzing. We score goals by moving. And I guess that's a whole different topic, but I sometimes get frustrated with the midfield, the forwards who don't move for the ball. Everyone's just like waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of pent up frustrations that I don't think we can fit in an hour's worth. But
No, seeing where Charlotte right now is in the table, they're at 7th, 41 points, right behind Miami, who just lost over the weekend to Orlando. So Charlotte is wanting to get back to their mojo because they're sniffing blood right behind Columbus, who is at 5th place at 44 points.
by the way, I just noticed this, but Charlotte has the least amount of draws in the league. So it's either you win or you lose against Charlotte. You don't draw.
That doesn't
So,
change my pa.
Uh-huh.
so
No,
good.
not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Because RSL's the same way. We have only 4 draws. So it's either you win or you lose against us, which a lot of teams lately, when we're tied, they win. So the actually, and do you know what? Do you know what's kind of funny? They mentioned on the broadcast our record when we score first. We've only lost 8 times in all of Pablo's career with RSL when we've scored first. Make that number 9 against when we lost on Sunday. So
That's still a pretty good record.
Not
it's
bad,
good.
not bad.
But what I don't like is the fact that we went up and it seemed like it was a park the bus strategy for multitude of reasons. But with that, it's prediction time.
We will nail that someday. I don't.
One day. Marcos, kick it off.
You said that they don't get a lot of draws in Charlotte, but I'm going to go a draw with this one. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw.
All right, that's fine. Christian.
I was actually going to say the same thing, going a little more conservative, but yeah, 1-1 draw. I'd be thrilled with that.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna be thrilled. This one is we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna turn this ish around. It's gonna be a 1-0 win for RSL. I still feel like there's positivity. This time, Cruz will score.
And clip it out where Alan is wrong.
Violin. Anyways, all right, guys, let's wind it down. Favorite time of the night, Instagram questions.
We got some good ones tonight. We got some good ones.
Oh,
Here we go. First
I
question
forgot
of the night.
Marcos thinks he can dance. Sorry, go ahead.
That's not what my mom says.
Last night at my
I know
birthday
your
party,
mother.
bro. Last night at my birthday
Thanks
party.
for the invite, by the way. Y'all never invite me to anything.
Crickets.
Anywho, first question of the night. How do you guys feel about Sun coming to AFF soon?
Honestly, does nothing for me.
Neat. Kind.
I'm like,
I think it's neat, but that's about it.
yeah, I for one, I'm not excited about it because it's going to bring a lot of, I guess, fake soccer fans because those that don't want to come to RSL games are going to.
But the same thing you can say about Messi. Someone had the gall to put out a poll that said who will eventually have more influence on the MLS, Son or Messi. I'm like, really, that's an argument. And to all you that think that Son's gonna have some kind of influence, Zlatan had more influence than Son.
Yeah, same with Henri.
Yeah, so Shut that down. Son
Yeah.
is a really good player, a
What
legend player for Tottenham,
I
but
think they're basing it more off of how much he's getting paid compared to these other.
yeah, I don't care.
But next question for you guys: what attributes do you guys look for in refs that make them quote unquote good, in your opinion?
I'll tell you the one thing that they looked for in us when they were trying to move us up from a what they now call grassroots to regional referees is man management. If you know how to manage players, their personalities, their playing styles, and how to play the where to call your fouls, where to let advantages go, where to play, do your cards, that all entails a good referee. But if I were to choose one attribute, man management.
Yeah, I think for me, consistency. Someone who knows what they're doing on the field and has their head on straight.
You see, you can be inconsistent and coming from a guy who is sometimes inconsistent, but if you know how to manage the people and be like, no, I mean, yeah, you were fouled over there, but look, you're able to play through it, and but over here I have to call it because I mean, let's be real here, the player's weaker than you, blah blah blah. So you have to be able to manage them. It's a salesperson position. That's what a referee is. It's a salesperson position. If you don't know how to
Sure.
sell, then you shouldn't be referee.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Next question for you guys. This one comes from the St. Louis City Boys, a different podcast over there.
What the heck?
Hmm.
Yeah,
What's
they
up, St.
said,
Louis City boys?
What up,
yeah,
bro?
they said they want to do a collab episode for Decision Day because we play St. Louis on the last game of the season. So
The real question is, would they be able to put up with us? Because we can get pretty intense.
can
True.
they handle the heat here in Salt Lake?
We'll welcome you to the family. It's all right.
Next question for you guys. In your opinion, we've had this question before, but I guess this is a different person this time. Where are the best seats at AFF?
I'm telling you, the second
There's a
row, the second story,
underrated.
super underrated. Best best price for my wallet, but probably because that's how I play FIFA. I play like from up top. I'm not one of
Mm.
those that likes to go down, because after being on the field for how long has Dad been doing this? How long has RSL been around? 21 years.
Oh, oh 05.
So so for 21 years we've had field level views, and to be honest, it is the worst. If I were a coach, I would ask to sit up in the suites so that way I could analyze the game, because doing it from down there, I don't feel like I get much out of the game.
No, upper deck, middle, first row.
First row, really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
gotta be closer to the action, but be in the upper deck.
Christian, where's your favorite spot? I already forgot.
Was it the letter S?
Mm. I don't know. I like
AFF,
any view.
like AFF is pretty hard to choose because it has pretty good views, but what I don't like are the north and south ends. I can't stand being on one or the other.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Next question for you guys: should RSL make a show like Welcome to Wrexham?
No, no.
Why not? Why not?
We don't even have enough story.
Yeah,
We
I was
don't,
gonna say
we don't even have a cool story. Do we?
It would only be an episode that's 2 episodes long.
I mean, if we could do maybe a documentary of some of the organizational sagas that we've had throughout our history, um, so do the first couple of years where we just sucked under John Ellinger, and then do the resurrection of RSL with Jason, and then do the next 12 years of where RSL just got thrown into a pit from Kassar all the way to what's his butt that ditched us?
Freddie.
Freddie, thank you, Freddie,
Freddie.
ditcher, traitor. And then like this weird hippies time with Pablo.
Yeah, I could do for 2 episodes of that series.
That's only 2 episodes for you. All right.
Yeah, this can be these are long episodes, like an hour long episodes.
All right. Sure.
Next question for you guys: Katranis or Junqua?
Depends on the situation.
That's all it is. Katranis
Well,
or Junqua?
well, I think overall, I would say Catranis overall. But if I can have both on the field at the same time, I've liked them.
Yeah, I want like a can they mix? Can they have like share each other's like qualities, and that would be a star. That'd be a star.
Mesh them. It's Alex Junka.
Alex Junka. Alex Junka. Next question for you guys: how soon do you think Cruz and Victor will mesh with this team? Time is running out for us.
It's true. Time
It is very
running
much
out.
running out.
Um, I did see glimpses of hope in Cruz the past 2 games. Queretaro not so much because it was just slow, but I did like what I saw against the Red Bulls. I don't know. And at this point with Olatunji, if he gets his visa in time,
Yeah. I'm optimistic that these two are going to pan out, that they're going to be able to read each other on the pitch. But 9 games is not enough time. Let's throw in 10 or 12 games or so with playoffs. But yeah, that's not enough time. But we'll see. We shall see.
mm-hmm.
Next question for you guys: do RSL have a good chance to even make a playoff run with Cruz and Olatunji coming in?
Do you want to go over the probabilities one more time?
No.
We have a chance.
We have a chance. We have a chance.
It's there.
It's there. Last and final question of the evening for you guys. This is probably one of my favorite ones.
Okay,
So here
I'm
we go.
ready.
What are all three of you guys' thoughts of people wearing non-RSL jerseys to an RSL game?
That actually is an interesting question. I've done it. I think we've all done it, haven't we?
I do not. I have
Nope.
never done
Whatever.
it. I've
Whatever.
never
When
done.
when yeah when Petey
Okay.
Martinez, we all wore River jerseys.
Yes.
Oh, that's
I.
the only time.
That's the only time I will.
You've never worn an Argentina jersey to an RSL game?
No. No.
Never?
Nope.
Never.
Only time I've worn an Argentina jersey to a game is to an Argentina game.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, fine. So maybe I'm outnumbered. I just wear any jersey. Probably because I'm too poor to afford the $200 jerseys, and then I'm too much of a weirdo that I don't like replicas either. So, um, well, I guess I'm just a weirdo.
No. I'm very much. Yes, it's like you said. Jerseys are expensive, but it's just like don't be repping a Real Madrid or a Inter Miami jersey here at an RSL game. No, don't be that person.
All right. I won't rep another MLS team's, obviously Inter Miami's, because I have it. I won't rep their jersey at an RSL game. That's just blatant. That you don't do that. But I will probably sometimes do a River Plate in Argentina, whatever's in my closet.
I guess my thing is that it's only okay if your team played that day or they're playing at the same exact time. That's the only time that it's okay.
Fine, fine, accepted, accepted.
Perfect.
Well, that was another round of the RSL Bros. Oh man, I am tired, guys. This weekend we have to get a result, or else it might. These conversations are gonna get harder, and they're gonna get. We're gonna start talking off season pretty soon.
Oof.
That I don't want that conversation. What?
If you guys didn't see already on our Instagram story, follow us before Saturday's RSL game. If we get 2,000 followers before Saturday's RSL game, I'll shave my head.
Like Bickett?
Like Bickett. I know it's not going to happen, but you guys prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Well, get all your friends to start following us because that's the. Can you imagine
Make it good.
Margot's bicked, especially since we have a family event coming up in 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have faith in RSL fans, but we'll see. You guys have to be 2,000 followers before the RSL match on Saturday.
Guys, we're only like 88 away. So help us out to make Marcos bald. I need to be I need someone to accompany me. So, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for popping in. Any last minute thoughts from you guys? No? Yes? You good?
EPL, La Liga, everything kicks off this weekend.
Yes, that's right. Soccer's back.
Christian's happy.
We're all happy.
We're all happy because now we're actually going to have soccer, a lot of soccer now. So, all right, Marcos, because I didn't do it last week, send us off.
If you guys aren't already, head over to TikTok, X, Instagram. Follow us at the RSL Bros if you do not already, and listen to us wherever you catch your podcast on Spotify, Apple, and watch us on YouTube.
Sometimes I wonder if you miss one. I mean, you could say Threads.
Do we have a Threads?
I mean, it's connected with the Instagram.
Yeah.
Actually, technically, we also have a Facebook. Did you mention Facebook?
People do Facebook?
Apparently not your generation. It's all right. All right, guys. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.